Elsa is with us in Delray Beach, Florida. Hey, Elsa, what's up?
Hey, Dave. Hey, George. I'm so excited to speak with you, and I'm excited in general.
Cool.
So the reason I'm calling is because I was recently catapulted into baby step 7, and I feel like I should know what to do, but I kind of feel a little paralyzed with the economy. So I have about $100,000 that I need to do something with, and I just kind of want to I suppose, and just hear it out loud what I should be doing with this money.
Okay, how did you get catapulted?
So I was married, and now I'm not, and it's for good reasons. It was long overdue, and we owed a little bit on the primary residence, which I ended up keeping, and owed a little on a car, and we sold a home in our old area that we lived in, and the net of everything just caused everything to get paid off, and then I netted $100,000 when everything was said and done.
Wow. Okay. How old are you?
44.
Say again?
44.
44. What do you do for a living?
I'm in advertising.
What do you make?
125.
Good for you. Well done.
Awesome.
Okay, so you're 44, newly single, 100% debt free. You make 100 and some odd thousand bucks, and house is paid for and everything, and you got $100,000 in your pocket.
Yes.
Wow.
Good problem to have.
Sounds like the future's bright to me.
Where do I go? Do I put it in the market, in kind of a
Are you happy with the
mutual
house?
fund kind of thing? I am, and I have a son who's 11, so I want to stay here for now because his schools, and I want to keep the consistency there. So, yeah, I am happy with the house.
Great. You got anything saved for college yet? You started that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, college stuff is being saved for, putting 15% in retirement. I have some old IRAs, which I actually have with an investment pro that I got through, the ELPs. And, he actually ironically just called me and told me he was switching brokerage houses and said, he knew that this home was actually pending sale for a long time, that it was going to be sold. So I told him, I was like, your timing's perfect. And he's like, all right, cool. It's like, let's, set you up. We'll get your money market account and we can do this. And then I'm just nervous because just what Dave just said, we're going into a recession and we could be going into worse. And,
when do you think you'll use the money, the $100,000?
I don't. That's the thing. I don't have any. And I also, and the other.
So you feel like you got at least 5 years that you won't need it?
Probably. And I also have once my budget is said and done, I should be netting about $3,000 to $4,000 a month that I can put away as well.
But my point is, if you leave it alone 5 years, if you look back at the history of the market, 96% of the 5-year periods in the market's history have made money.
Right.
And so that means the market's on sale right now because it's down. Now, you've been through a lot personally. You're a newly single mom with an 11-year-old. This mess you've just been through, the heart-wrenching anger, the heartbreak, the emotions, and now you're the other side of it, and there's this strange calm after the storm, which is also a little bit unsettling. All of that enters into the equation. So if you put this $100,000 in there, because I'm comfortable with you doing that, and it goes down further, if you go into freak out mode because of your because of all the crap you've been through in the last 36 months, then, and you pull it out low, then that was a bad strategy, okay? So you've got to ask yourself, are you emotionally prepared to ride this market down a little further if it goes down? If you are, then, and you're going to leave it alone 5 years, I'm putting the money in the market with your SmartVestor Pro.
Right.
If you're not, that's okay to say out loud. You know what? I'm at a vulnerable point right now because I've been through hell. Mm-hmm. And based on that, I don't really want to ride anything.
I'm done with rides.
Right.
I'm going to put it in a money market, and I don't even care if it makes money. Losing money scares me a lot more than making money or than not making money.
Agreed.
Elsa, how much do you have in savings outside of the $100,000?
Nope, that's everything.
Okay. Well, I want you to have a fully
Yeah.
funded emergency fund. So let's park some of that because, like you just mentioned, with the recession, if something happens to your job, you're going to have 3 to 6 months of expenses. I'd probably lean towards 6 months since you're, single income. And that'll make you feel real good about then putting the rest in the market because you've got 6 months of expenses sitting there ready to cover you. And you don't have a mortgage payment. So that helps a whole lot.
Yeah, that's the direction I would go for sure. And if you want to park it in there, you're okay from a financial analysis exclusively, an investment analysis. I would be comfortable putting the money in there to leave alone because I'm comfortable with the market being down, knowing it's going to come up. I'm very comfortable with that. But if you're in a position, you need to remember, folks, when you're making these decisions, it's not just analyzing the investment; it's analyzing where you are, because personal finance is personal. You know, if you just went through a divorce, a death of a loved one, you went through a very emotional, stressful, anxiety-ridden career change, something like that, you might not be at your strongest point in your life. You might be needing some emotional time off from being brave right now, and that's okay.
It's okay to move slow.
It's better to be wise enough to recognize that, to be self-aware, and not put yourself out there. A lot of times when people lose money, it has nothing to do with the investment being bad. It's their timing sucks because of their personal vulnerabilities.